Busy week this week.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, let's get going. Yes, sir. You know,
Yeah, for him.
Mr. Goss, there, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back, wait for your name to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Also, there will be no talking, eating, drinking, gum chewing, walking around, or smoking of any kind, and please remain properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, good morning. All right, this is the case where Mr. Lindsley, when it rains and pours, this is the city of Detroit versus Samuel Ransom Lindsley. Case number SP 109-7195, count 1 and 2, and 204-934-11, counts 1 and 2. Here's for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor, and good morning to your staff. May it please this honorable court, Sherika Harris, P72832, on behalf of Mr. Lindsley.
All right, we don't have an offer. I'm gonna see, I thought we had Mr. Goss. We must have walked away from his device. Let's see if we can get an offer.
What are the charges, Your Honor?
2 no-ops tickets and 2 no insurance misdemeanors. One got stopped one day on the 12th, and then the next time 10 days later on the 22nd.
FTD, improper plates, and dismiss the other two. The other no op and no insurance. So 2 and 2.
All right, you hear that, Ms. Harris?
I did. I was hoping for improper plates, dismiss the other 3. Merry Christmas.
That's my offer, Attorney Harris.
Mr. Lindsley, how would you like to proceed?
So, Mr. Lindsley, here's the deal. Each misdemeanor, you got charged with 4 misdemeanors. The city attorney is willing to dismiss 2, and you plead to 2. There'll be a failure to display. That's going to be a $240 fine. That's going to be a misdemeanor on your record, and that is going to abstract to the Secretary of State. And the other one will be a $240 fine. It will not abstract to the Secretary of State, and I'll dismiss the other one immediately upon payment. So it'll be $480. I'll waive the warrant fees. You'll be responsible to pay the reinstatement fees, and you have an absolute right to trial if you don't want to take that deal. You have to put you in a breakout room with the city, with the House Counsel if you want to, or you can take the deal, or you can set a trial date. What would you like to do, sir?
I'd like to take the deal.
Excuse
Okay,
me,
sir.
excuse me, Your Honor, before we do that, can I ask Mr. Lindsay one question? And Mr. Lindsay, how close are you to getting a driver's license?
I had got papers in the mail about the new law that supposedly my tickets were dismissed, but I know I still got to pay the ones that I already got. So I'm really in the process of doing that.
It appears that these are only, it appears that these are the only 2 times that he's gotten stopped. I only see these 4 cases in the system for him.
Okay,
So
Your Honor, in that time, Your Honor, I want to do improper play. I mean, allowing and improper place, Your Honor, since he's close to getting his driver's license.
All right, the office changed to
Mr.
allowing.
Goss.
It's gonna be the same cost, $480, but the allowing, I'll dismiss the allowing when you pay the tickets as well. So you won't have a misdemeanor record at all, and well, at least out of this instances, and you won't have anything to abstract to the Secretary of State.
Okay, so I will only have, would I still have, I will only have to pay the 480, right?
Well, you're gonna have to pay the 480 plus, that's all I'm concerned about, the 480 plus the 4 reinstatement fees of 180. You concern yourself with the 180 because, with that additional amount, because that's what it's gonna take to get a driver's license back. So that's gonna be, 660 total.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Sir, you understand the maximum possible penalty for the misdemeanors are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes,
You understand that you have a right to a trial?
yes,
You understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give up that trial right?
yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No.
All right, so I'm gonna draw your attention back to, July 22nd, 2020 at around 4:28 PM in the city of Detroit, in the area of Asbury Park in Florida, sir. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes,
On that day, did that officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
yes.
You couldn't do so, could you, sir?
No, I couldn't
Why is that?
because my license was suspended at the time.
All right, I'm gonna accept your plea to the amended count of improper place. I'll fine you $240 for that. And, sir, were you operating a 2008 Dodge in color, Dodge red in color, sir?
Yes,
And, did that, something wrong, or did that officer ask you to produce insurance for that
yes.
vehicle? You couldn't do so, could you, sir?
No, I couldn't
Why is that?
because it wasn't my vehicle.
You didn't have the insurance certificate, is that correct?
Right.
All right, I'm gonna find you guilty of amended count of improper plates. I told you I would dismiss upon payment,
Yes.
and, I'll waive the warrant fees. You'll have to pay the reinstatement fees.
Okay.
And, the stipulation of probable cause, counselor, I'll dismiss the other 2 matters.
Okay.
Can I get that stipulation, counselor?
I'll stipulate it, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Lindsley, when can you pay?
I've been working, so I get paid like every 2 weeks. I could pay like half maybe this week and then half next week. It's really hard for me because
Is January 20th enough time for you to get that all paid off, sir?
yes,
All right, I'm gonna give you till January 20th, 2002. I'm gonna set it for review at 8:25 AM. If you've paid it, sir, you don't have to show back up. Or if you haven't paid it, I need to see you. Make sure you get that paid, sir. I don't want you to lose this deal, all right?
okay. And another question, and the total was 680.
660 I got 480 plus 180. I got 660. But it'll be
Okay.
on there, it'll be on there, when you go online to see.
Okay, so 660 by January 20th.
Yes.
Okay,
If you don't have it paid, I need to see you on January 20th at 8:25 in the morning. But if
No
you haven't
problem.
paid, then you will,
No.
you'll be fine,
problem.
sir.
No problem.
All right, have a great day, sir. Have a safe and happy holiday season.
You too. I appreciate you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, Ms. Leggett, we're gonna wait for that officer to show up for yours. I have Mark Zet Lowe.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Yeah, I don't see him on the docket today.
Hi, Your Honor. I appeared before you on October 19th. I did community service and my case was resolved. But I received a show cause saying to appear on Wednesday, February 2nd of 2022 for this same matter.
What was the ticket number?
The ticket number is 134-865-731.
All right, it's closed, sir. So that must have went out, it's dismissed. You don't have to worry about that.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, have a great day, sir. Have a safe and happy holiday season.
You as well. Goodbye.
Look what happened to me. Look how long it takes for the mail to get to his house. You can show up on the 17th,
2021.
and then it was sent out on that, when you just get it. That's like a month,
17.
that's like a month later.
Well, we don't know if he's just getting it, he just called in. But I know it's usually a problem with that mail that's bad. Destiny Living, all right, who's Mrs. Warfield?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
How are you?
Right.
I am actually, I'm sorry, I'm actually standing in for Attorney Coleman Potts for the Rivaldo Lopez Chavez matter.
All right, he hasn't showed up yet. Is he in your office at all, or what?
He's not, and we did reach out to him, told him he needed to sign in. Give me 1 second.
All right, go ahead. We'll wait on him to get there.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Destiny Livingston,
Yes, good morning.
good morning.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put that summary out.
All right, where are you, ma'am?
Uh, 1 second. All right. Right here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I need an offer for this file here.
Huh?
Look, now I'm talking to your.
Oh.
Also, when I'm talking to the city attorney, he's listening. This is a case where there's Miss Livingston is a walk-in. And it's called the cases. This is the city of Detroit versus Destiny Sheree Livingston, case numbers SP 1202664, counts 1 and 2 and 3, and SP 1202671. Appearance for the record, please.
Sharika Harris, on behalf of Ms. Livingston. Ms. Livingston, please state your name for the record.
Destiny Sheree Livingston.
Mr. Goss,
Yes, Your Honor.
this is a case where it's, you have a driver's license, correct, Ms. Livingston?
Yes, I do.
You have You have proof of insurance and proof of registration for this 2013 Dodge.
Yes, I do.
And this is a case where it has disregarding an officer's signal, no proof of insurance, no registration, and a seatbelt. And in the note, it says the seatbelt. Hold on, ma'am.
Okay.
In the note, it says the seatbelt was not properly worn. So there's 3 civil infractions and 1 misdemeanor disregarding officer signal. You have an offer for that, Mr. Goss?
Your Honor, on disregarding the officer's signal, we tend to want the officer to give us more insight of what exactly happened in that matter. So on
It
that,
has on here, and it says that blocking street off with vehicle lights activated above went around scout car into opposite lane of traffic.
she could plead to that and dismiss the rest.
All right, now, but this is delayed, right? Is it there? Mr. Goss? All right, I'm gonna
Your
take
Honor,
it.
even without that, even without the delay,
I'm gonna dismiss immediately upon payment, $240, and then with stipulation of proper cause, I'll dismiss the rest. You have an absolute right to a trial, ma'am. You can speak with the attorney regarding the matter, or you can take the offer. What would you like to do?
I'll take the offer.
All right, ma'am, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, you can put your hand down. Ma'am, you understand the maximum possible penalty for this misdemeanor offense is 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give up that trial right?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
All right, now, I'm gonna draw your attention back to May the 21st, 2021. At around 4:36 p.m. in the area of 7 Mile Outer Drive. Ma'am, did you have an occasion to come encounter with the Detroit police on that day?
No.
Well, how'd you get the tickets, ma'am?
Oh, you said any other? I thought you said any other Detroit police.
Did you have an occasion?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Had an occasion to come encounter with the Detroit police on that day, correct?
Yes.
And on that day, ma'am, was the street blocked off at that time and they had some sort of, I don't know, emergency, or did they have their lights shining and blocking the street off?
Yes, they blocked the street off, but the other cars was going past to get gas at the gas station. So I did go past the block thing to get past, to go to the gas station where the other people went. So I thought it was okay. And I did go across there, but my mama didn't have her card on her. So we did not stop. And then that's when he stopped me over there and he said, and he got mad and said that you was ignoring my signal, which the other people did too, but my mama didn't have her card on her, and I totally forgot that she didn't have her card on her. And then I didn't have my insurance or none of that on me because of the fact that I cleaned out my car. So I wasn't able to have that on me at the time. And he came over there and stopped me actually. And then he said my seatbelt wasn't on right. I didn't know. So I was actually going across the street to get gas, which I seen a lot more people do it. So I thought it was okay to go get gas across the street and turn into the gas station. I didn't think it would be a problem. But then he just ended up stopping me and said that I don't have my seatbelt on right. I didn't have my insurance. I told him that it was online actually.
Okay? You done?
Yes.
All right. Now let me ask you this. If you're in a line and you see people walking in a straight line and you see them just falling off a cliff, are you just gonna continue walking and falling off that cliff with them?
No.
Okay, so you knew you weren't supposed to go around there, right?
But why didn't he pull everybody else over?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Okay.
I don't know, but when they got the street blocked off, you should just turn and go around the block or something, or go the other way. So I understand that you didn't know and you didn't intend on necessarily doing it, but these are type of crimes that there's just the intent part. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that they had the street blocked off, meaning they had your lane of travel blocked off, and you can't just go around there to avoid it. I understand it's just like people speeding on the freeway. You know, you're following a car or you're speeding as well, and they get you instead of the other cars that were maybe in front of you or something. And it's like, why didn't they get them? I don't know. It happens.
Is the next court date, is it on the Zoom call? Because I don't live in Detroit no more.
There will not be a next court date. This will resolve it as long as you pay the money that you're set out to pay. So with all that being said, I'm going to find you guilty as charged of disregarding an officer's signal. And I'm with stipulation of probable cause, counselor, I'm going to dismiss all the other matters.
Okay, you said it was how much?
$240.
Okay, and you said I have to pay by what time frame?
When can you pay, ma'am?
I can pay January 14th. By January 14th.
I'm gonna put January 20th, all right?
Okay.
I'm gonna put a review. If it hasn't been paid by then I need to see you. I need you to be back on January 20th that morning. But if
Okay.
it hasn't been paid, then we can close the matter out.
Okay.
I suggest you pay that at any DivDav kiosk or come down to the court and pay it. But you're out of state. Are you out of state?
Yes, we can't pay it online.
The online payments haven't been going too well, so
I paid it online. Huh?
If you do pay it online, then I want to see you on January 20th, just so that I can make sure that
Yes,
we
you
mark the file. Make sure you save that receipt, all right?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, ma'am, can I get that stipulation, counselor, the probable cause for the stop?
It's so stipulated, Journal.
All right, thank you. All right, if there's nothing further, ma'am, I'm gonna dismiss this upon payment. The other cases are dismissed, and then you have a January 20th, 2022 date that we expect that other payment then. Why don't you show up that morning anyway, just so we can make sure that if you have that paid, we can see that document and we can put it in the computer, all right?
Okay.
All right, if there's nothing further, you have a safe and happy holiday season, and to your mom as well, all right?
You too.
Did she move with you?
No.
Oh, you move by yourself, you gone, huh?
Yeah.
All right, be safe, man.
Okay.
Bye-bye. All right, so Ms. Leggett, your case doesn't start till 9 o'clock. And the officer, I'm gonna give a half-hour grace period so they can sign in if they choose to. If there's nobody that signs in, then we'll call your case and get you out of here. If there is somebody that signs in and they're ready to go, then we will put you in a breakout room with Ms. Harris. And maybe we need to give Ms. Harris you the information now. Why don't we send this information to Ms. Harris so she can read it and review it and make a determination, and you guys can talk about it. So let's get that to. Let's get that to her. Let's get probation down here as well to see what these urinalysis are looking like. Have you tested now?
Yes, I went down there before.
Hope you went down there like I said, like I ordered you to do twice.
I didn't know.
Your Honor, I'm not sure.
I don't know how that probation thing work. I've never been on probation before. So I was confused about, they talking about some lime green, red. I don't know what that was about.
I hope you figured it out, ma'am. You're old enough to figure it out.
I know I'm old enough to figure it out, but it was like you have to call. I didn't understand it at all.
All right, it sounds like we're gonna have, it might sound like we have a problem here, Ms. Harris, so,
And then I was pregnant, and then I had a baby and everything. It was like I didn't know what that was about, that probation thing. And you said twice a week or something. I didn't know.
morning, Ms. Cox. Good morning, Ms. Cox. She's just sitting there drinking her coffee. Ms. Cox, you wanna do this, we wanna swear you in, I don't have the client here yet, but we can get the preliminaries out of the way. You have to unmute yourself.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Can you raise your right hand, please? Can you state your name for the record?
Maria Cox, C-O-X.
Okay, do you solemnly swear or affirm that you will truly, accurately, and impartially interpret in a manner now before the court and not divulge confidential communications so help you God?
I do.
And Ms. Cox, are you going to be translating from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your ability?
I do. I will.
Thank you so much. Now, if Mr. Lopez Chavez decides to show up, we'll get no problem.
Yes, Your Honor, we're actually trying to reach out to him now. He's not responding, so I am in the process of trying to find other ways to get in contact with him. He was made aware several times that this was happening this morning, so I do apologize.
No need to apologize.
Your Honor, this is the
Yes.
interpreter. I do have, I was hired today for Jose Gutierrez Castro. I'll be happy to help with Mr. Lopez Chavez if you also need me to do that.
Yes, yeah, that's who, okay, Castro. You're supposed to be in another court, or you're supposed to be in here with that person?
With
Oh,
you,
Gutierrez
Perkins.
Castro. Yes,
you-
I don't know if he's gonna show up either.
Okay, the name is Jose Gutierrez Castro, and it's with
Yes.
you.
Okay, very well, I see him as well, so it's just now 9 o'clock, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. That clock is fast up there. But we'll wait and see who shows up.
All righty, Your Honor. And may I have a case number for Mr. Lopez Chavez if it does get
Yes,
done?
ready?
Yes.
SP 1170761.
And
SP 11. You got it?
Yes, I do.
SP 1176961. Okay. SP, go ahead. 1170681.
Perfecto.
And then what is the SP? How do I say the SP in Spanish?
Oh, SP.
SP 1170768 Entre. Jose Entre.
1213.
Jose
Tres.
Tres.
Yeah. And what is Mr. Lopez Chavez's first name, sir?
Rivaldo. Rivaldo.
Okay, thank you so much.
And then we got some other case numbers.
Oh, my goodness.
Then we have, what is that? Say that SP again.
SP.
SP 117765551 and SP 1176851.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, thank you. You may, I should probably be paying you too for the Spanish lessons.
And if I may correct you, Your Honor, number 6 is seis.
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 7, 6, 8, 6, 5, 1.
Perfecto.
SAP.
Muy bien.
Muy bien. Now I know très bien, French, a little bit better.
You're a polyglot then.
No, not hardly.
Officer White will be doing that short.
Officer who?
White.
Okay. Officer White said he's gonna be zooming in shortly. Can we get the,
Oh, yeah.
probation officer? Who's on the iPhone? Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah.
What is, what's your name?
I'm going to be Officer Jalen White, the 9th Precinct.
Is that, can you take your hat off, Officer White, please?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with, the council. I don't have an offer in the file here. Is it there? Let's see. Let's see, I think I do may have an offer. Reduce it to OWI, and I think that there is a dismissal of another charge. So that's the offer there, Ms. Harris. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with your client, and I'm gonna put the other officer in with the city attorney. right, good morning, Mr. Robinson, Officer Robinson.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. How you doing?
Very well. Your defendant has not showed up with yet.
Okay, I'll stand by, sir.
Okay then.
Thank you.
You know,
All right, did you get an opportunity? You got the report, right?
I was the attorney at arraignment, so I still had hers.
Oh, yeah, okay, great.
Not so great, but okay. I will need to speak with Mr. Goss when he's available.
Okay, I don't know if I don't know if he ever joined the room.
Okay.
they do the proper protocol.
Your Honor, we have still not been able to get in contact with Mr. Lopez Chavez. Is it possible that maybe we can adjourn this date?
Is this the second time you tried been here? She doesn't know. I don't know if Mr. Potts is Mr. Potts' home.
Yeah, this was to all the notes that I have said this was set for a pretrial, so I'm sure an arraignment occurred. But I don't have any other time saying that it was adjourned for any reason.
Well, let me see. Let me look at the. Arraignment 8/26. Pre-trial today. All right, I don't know. We'll set it for, we'll send out a show cause notice for him if you want.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll send a show cause out. Do we need to call the cases?
I think it'd be best now.
All right, let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Rivaldo Chavez. strike that. This is City of Detroit versus Rivaldo Lopez Chavez. Case numbers SP 11707631, SP 11707668, counts 1, 2, and 3. SP 11765551, SP 11768651, SP 11769061, SP 1224408, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Jessica Warfield standing in for Attorney Coleman Potts. The number is P85391, and we are here on behalf of defendant Rivaldo Lopez Chavez.
All right, well, your client has not showed up, and you indicated off the record that you don't know where your client is, and you've tried multiple times to get in touch with him, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
So at this point, we're just really in the stage of issuing a show cause notice to your client. And getting that out, we have an address of Cabot Street in Detroit. Is that still your client's address, or do you know?
That, to my knowledge, Your Honor, that is still our client's address.
All right, so with that being said, we'll send that notice out. And we will see if we can find it.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
All right, if there's nothing further, ma'am, you have a safe and happy holiday season.
You as well, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Awkward in there, hey.
Basically, that's pretty much it.
Officer Thomas,
Morning, Your Honor.
Bo Green, good morning.
Morning.
Are you here for, Ms. Leggett?
Yes.
All right, we're going to, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. I know I ordered Ms. Leggett to test a couple times per week, and from what I hear from her, I don't think she's done what I've ordered, but I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with the lawyer, and you speak with the lawyer. Ms. Harris, are you there? All right. You ready?
I'm here.
I'm gonna put you two in a breakout room, all right?
Thank you.
So, yeah, first, oh, where you at?
Officer McLeod.
Yes, sir.
All right, it doesn't appear that your client is gonna show up, I mean, your defendant is gonna show up. What I'm gonna do, Mr. Robinson is, Officer Robinson is waiting too. I'm gonna give him a few more minutes. And we'll call the case and get your appearances on the record so you guys can get paid.
Okay, sir. Thank you. I'm standing by.
All right. And, Ms. Harris, we're waiting still on Mr. Goss to show up. He must be in another courtroom. Okay, Ms. Harris, I'm gonna let these officers go. I don't, it doesn't appear that, anyone else is gonna show up, so we'll call the case. Make sure. This is the city of Detroit versus Walter Garth Craigler, case number SP 11836341 and 217268861. Sharon, for the record, please.
Sherika Harris on behalf of the defendant.
All right.
Your Honor, that defendant is not present in the Zoom courtroom. I have no way of explaining his absence.
I understand. Can you put your appearance on the record, Officer Robinson?
Yeah, good morning, sir. Officer Willie Robinson, badge 2590, Detroit Police.
Can you put your appearance on the record, Officer McLeod Sessions?
Yes, sir. Police Officer James McLeod, badge 4112. I'm putting anything out from my last. Show me in the fire on this story.
All right, I'm gonna issue a show cause in the matter. There's no presence. We've given them, they're supposed to be here at 9 o'clock. It's now 9:45. You officers are free to leave and be safe out there and have a safe and happy holiday season.
Hey, happy holidays to you and your staff, sir. Have a good day.
Take care, sir. Thank you.
Okay, what about, you need to speak with the attorney on, Mr. Goss, Ms. Harris needs to speak with you.
Great to have a discussion, Your Honor. Thank you.
You already had a discussion?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what's are we gonna go to trial? Are we ready to go, or what are we gonna do?
I apologize, Your Honor. I have my mother in the background. Your Honor, we're respectfully requesting that this be set for an in-person hearing. At this time, I'm also going to request that an attorney be appointed for Ms. Leggett. I believe I made this same appeal during her arraignment back in August. She needs to have an attorney appointed to assist her.
Hold on a second. I don't mean to cut you, well, I do mean to cut you off, respectfully mean to cut you off. Ms. Harris, let me put this all on the record.
Excuse me, Your Honor, before we go on the record, can I get a breakout room of Attorney Harris? I just got out of the meeting with my supervisor regarding this matter.
All right, you guys, I put you in the room, you join the room.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Well, why I can't get no audio. Can't hear.
Yeah, I need to speak with Ms. Leggett in a breakout room, please, and thank you.
I just probably gotta pay this ticket right here to it. I don't know, we gotta look it up. Let me mute myself.
Your Honor, the last case we called was Rivaldo Lopez Chavez, correct? Are you on mute, Your Honor?
The only person I can hear is her.
Can you hear me now?
I
Mr.
can hear you.
Gibson?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I was on mute then. No, Kegler Garth, we call. Walter Kegler Garth Kegler, we call.
So I'm wondering, did I have it muted?
All right, Mr. Gibson, we called your case. Do you have his case number down? Or do we need to recall Mr. Gibson's case?
Yes, Your Honor. Can we recall Mr. Gibson?
All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Ernest James Gibson, case number 18-424-8571. Mr. Gibson, today is the date and time set for a review in this case. You did pay the matter, so we'll close this case out. Now, what I'll tell you is you have a couple other, you got some other reinstatement fees. You have a couple other cases that you need to get paid. And I think we waived the fees for those the last time you were here. That's the defective equipment ticket. That's $165. 1726939191. Then you have another ticket, no proof of insurance. I don't know what was done with that. We waived the late fees for that as well on 12/22/2021. That's at $230. And then the disregarding a red flasher or amber, we waive the fees to that as well. So that is another $165. Plus you got a number of reinstatement fees to pay, which I'm not concerned about the reinstatement fees. I'm concerned about the 165, 230, and 165. Which is a total of $560. When can you pay those, sir?
I can pay half today. Maybe
Right.
it's 230 or the two that's 165.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is
with the insurance one, I did get a non-owners policy because I had to do that because I had tickets everywhere. And in order to get free of Ohio, I had to get a non-owners insurance policy and pay all of the tickets there. So I do got insurance if that'll help. I don't know.
here's what I'm gonna do for you, sir. I'm gonna give you till January. I'm gonna give you till January. Is there any, let me see, reinstatement fees on those?
Okay, can I ask you a question, Your Honor? For the 18 case? For some reason, they put the wrong amount.
No, I think he paid $245.
So it should be actually $45 left, so I'm not waiving those.
What I'm gonna do for him is that I see he's made a substantial improvement on getting his license. Here's what I'm gonna do, sir. I'm gonna, these civil infractions, they don't have a reinstate, they do have reinstatement fees attached. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I see it. I know what you're doing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the extreme measure and I'm gonna drop this all the way down to $425. Do you have $425 a day, sir?
Yes, I do.
You pay $425 a day. I'm gonna waive all your late fees and all your reinstatement fees, so you'll be eligible for a driver's license out of 3654.
Okay, thank you.
All right, how are you gonna pay that?
I'm about to pay it by card.
All right, so pay, and you can make partial payments on those, right?
On what the
So for,
the 3 tickets?
yep, so here's what I'm gonna tell you to do. Pay 120 on ticket number 1726939191.
Can you repeat that so I can write it down so I can?
You won't have to write it down. You don't have to write it down. We're just gonna put it in the system and you can just pay it like that. So I'm gonna say, waive reinstatement fee. All right, 1, 2. That's it. We'll say. Waive. So just waive that reinstatement fee on that.
Okay.
$4, because he paid $5 of that reinstatement fee. That's why I said $40.
Oh, that's.
And then waive all his other reinstatement fees. He's just gonna owe 400 and 120 plus 120 plus 185. He's gonna owe $425 when it's all said and done.
Okay.
So we're gonna waive the reinstatement fees. So we're waiving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 reinstatement fees. That's your Christmas present. I hope you get a driver's license. I hope you pass that goodwill on to somebody else that is less fortunate than you, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, well, show us your appreciation by putting this stuff behind you and not coming back in here with this driving nonsense is what I call it.
Yes, sir.
You get a ticket, come to court, and then we'll deal with it. I don't expect people to go the rest of their lives without ever getting a ticket, but I do expect you to show up timely next time and come into court, and then it won't be a revolving door like this, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, anything further, Mr. Gibson?
No, sir. So I'll just go on the site and just pay $425.
Yeah, I would come down, I would give my clerk a minute to put this stuff in. I would either pay it at any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit, or I would pay it, come down to the court and pay it. Are you a registered voter, sir?
Yes, I am.
Please go out and vote next time at the elections. All right?
Yes, sir.
I don't care who you vote for. Just make sure you make yours count.
Yes, sir. I see it.
All right. Go ahead. You did? You said you did?
I say I see that it matter. Yeah.
It does matter. It matters a whole lot. And it really people, a lot of people because so much money is spent and so much attention is drawn to the national election for president and stuff like that, the off elections don't get as much attention, but those are the elections that directly impact your life immediately. You know, your local people are the ones that have the impact on you immediately. The president doesn't have an impact, of course it does, but it doesn't necessarily translate immediately like a local election will. So you need to tell your friends, family, and neighbors that those are as important, if not more important, than your national elections. All right, so I'm gonna put down in the system that this is gonna be paid by January 20th. I'm hoping that you can get down here or pay that at any DivDav kiosk today. Because if you pay that, you will be.
But I come down there and pay it at the kiosk or downtown at the 36th district.
All right, and then you'll be able to get cleared here to get a driver's license. I don't know what you got going on in any other jurisdictions.
I've been clearing everything up from all around.
All right, well, I just saved you about $600-700, so pass that goodwill on to somebody else, all right?
Okay, thank you.
All right, if there's nothing further, have a safe and happy holiday season, Mr. Gibson. And I'll see you in the future somewhere, not in here, but in the store somewhere.
Okay, you also.
All right. He's been coming back. Take care of this stuff. All right. 425.
Yeah, but I gotta waive all the rest of the reinstatement fees. And definitely, it's there now, but I gotta go back and waive all these out.
Okay, Your Honor. So since I must have hit the mute on my sound, I'm just trying to make sure. You said Walter Kegler.
Yes.
Did we do, and what did we do for Walter? I'm just making them.
We just show cause, I'll call it again.
Okay.
The other thing is the officers put their appearance on the record. Both of the officers showed up, but
Okay.
this is the city of Detroit versus Walter Garth Kegler. Case number SP 118363441 and 217268861. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Both Officer Willie Robinson and Officer McLeod were here and they were present. Mr. Kegler did not show up and he's still not here. It's 10:06 now. You're supposed to be here at 9 o'clock. So we issued a show cause notice for them. For him.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, Mrs. Cox, I know you're sitting there enjoying your book, but you don't have to enjoy it online. You can enjoy it without everybody watching on YouTube, because I don't think Mr. Gutierrez is going to show up, and I don't know if you need us to sign something or let you know that you've been here today. Whatever, we'll make sure if that ever comes up, we'll notate that you've been here.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. If there's nothing further, well, I hope to see you again before the holidays, but I'm sure that's probably not likely. So you have a safe and happy holiday season.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, what are we gonna do with Miss Leggett?
Your Honor, I think we are waiting for Mr. Goss to return. The last I spoke with him, there was a reduced plea offer, and I'm not sure if he was able to get that revisited by the supervising prosecuting attorney.
Now, do we have all the people in play for a trial?
I do not believe that we do, but I would have to see what Mr. Goss.
Your wife here, I would think there would be some more people that, so I don't know what we're gonna do.
I agree, Your Honor.
Why do we have this Niece Latin? Why is this?
Yeah, on our docket sheet.
No, why hasn't this case been closed out? No registered, unregistered, untitled. Here's that this case should have been closed.
Yeah, Denise Latin.
Yeah, she has blocking traffic and an unregistered untitled. It appears that she paid fine for the blocking traffic. And we have that
It's a
payment.
review. Where they,
No, the blocking traffic should be closed out.
yeah,
But the other case that went along with it, the SP 122-18431, is an unregistered untitled, and that case seems as though that should have been closed out as well, because usually a deal is you get the blocking traffic and they close the other one out. That one's still pending. Is that her file?
she just had this. It was just a little.
Open it up. Oh, she didn't have a little file.
Yeah, but I'll put it in here. You know, that's the day I was off, right?
I bet it was.
The 7th, let me look. They're not used to your style yet. That's probably what it is.
It's the same stuff. That's the prosecutor gave the deal, so it's usually the same deal.
I'm trying to fight for their,
I know you are, but it's like, it's eventually stuff.
that's funny. Tell me after my. Oh, what is that? Let me see. Okay, that's-
Come on. Dismiss. Well, Owens, right, we got somebody back in the room. I think that's Ms. Leggett. All right, we're still waiting on the city attorney, Ms. Leggett. All right, let's call the cases. We still have the Officer Thomas on here. This is the city of Detroit versus Sherry Monet Leggett, case number Z8067401, and case number 204540781. Appearance for the record, please.
Jerica Harris on behalf of Ms. Leggett. Ms. Leggett, please state your name for the record.
Sherry Monet Leggett.
Okay, and can you put your appearance on the record, Officer White?
Yes, sir. Officer Jalen White, Detroit Police Department.
Okay,
Probation
and,
Officer Joe Thomas on behalf of the Probation Department, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. Now, we have another case that's sitting here pending. That's why I called. It's not on the docket. That is a drove license not valid or improper. So we'll have to do something with that case, pending, the outcome of this, unless that case gets resolved with this one. If this one is gonna, I don't know how this is gonna work, but how this works, we'll have to deal with that. All right, so let me start with, Officer Thomas. I have here a referral to, a referral slip, and I have that Ms. Leggett was supposed to, test twice per week. And kind of the vibe and indication that I'm getting from her is that potentially has not been done. So why don't you speak to what you have in your notes, please?
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant was referred to Affordable Testing Services on July 28th. She was referred for testing twice weekly. On August 11th, I submitted a show cause stating that she had failed to test July 31st, August 3rd, and August 6th. I don't know if your courtroom received that show cause.
No, I didn't. So what you're telling me is that on what July, what day was she ordered to test?
She was referred to our department on July 27th. I made contact with her on July 28th. She was referred at that time for the twice weekly screenings.
And on July 31st, August 3rd, August 6th, no test. And then finally, August 11th, the show cause, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's July, August. Then if I'm correct, we have September, October, November, December.
Yeah, she has failed to enroll in their twice weekly programming because she only tested the one time at their agency. That was on July 30th, where she had been instructed at that time by them the process for which she would be checking to go in and test. So she is not enrolled in their testing.
And what is the results of the July 30th test?
She was negative.
All right, Ms. Harris, what do you have to say about this?
My understanding after a discussion with Ms. Leggett is that she recently gave birth in October. So I do believe that one of the reasons for her not being able to make the random testing is due to her pregnancy. She was, for most of the duration of the latter part of her pregnancy, staying in, keep herself safe as well as her unborn child. It's my understanding she's just now getting back on her feet, starting to work and go back out. So I would ask that the court would take into consideration the fact that she was pregnant during those months, into consideration for the missed test.
I'll take that into consideration, but that's why I try to let people speak to their attorneys before they talk, because they talk too much sometimes. And she did indicate that she was pregnant, but also she indicated that I don't know anything about the red and the purple and the colors and the call. This is my first time doing this and things like that. So so before October, when she gave birth, she was ordered to test, and this goes way back to July. She went and talked to the people the next day. Got in contact with probation the next day on the 28th. She went and tested at the place on the 30th. And I'm assuming that they gave her all the instructions that she needed to know to properly show up for testing. But after that, there was no testing, no contact. So even before 2 months later, in October, and even before she gave birth, she left this and didn't do any contact. And then after she gave birth, she never contacted anybody again. So I understand your representation of saying that she was pregnant and stuff, but it still doesn't excuse the fact that she just disobeyed what the court said.
Your Honor, while in theory, yes, I would just also again urge the fact that during a pregnancy, especially during the COVID period, sometimes you do have that brain fog and you forget things and things fall by the wayside because the most important thing is maintaining your health and the health and safety of that child. So I would just ask the court to really notate that and really take that into consideration. Yes, there are missteps on Ms. Leggett's part and that she should have maintained constant communication and at least let someone know that I can't do it for these reasons. If there's something else I can do and maintain the contact. So for that, we do understand that portion of it, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Leggett.
And Your Honor, before she starts her video, I would ask if Mr. Goss and Officer White could have a breakout room because I'm not sure if there may be an identification issue.
All right. So, who's the breakout room going to?
I'm not sure if Mr. Goss and Officer White need to have a discussion prior to any statements made on the record.
Okay. Okay.
What do you have? I thought you had, $60. Yes.
Okay. So I will put, I don't know where Mr. Goss is.
I'm here, Your
Here,
Honor.
he's in the room. Mr. Goss?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you want to speak with the officer regarding what Attorney Harris said about an identification issue?
Sure, I might as well nip that in the bud also.
Are you going to join that room, that conversation, Ms. Harris?
No, Your Honor. It'd be just me and my client, Your Honor.
All right, join that room, Officer White.
It's the $45.
He pled guilty.
You got to go down.
All right, sure. I got it broken down in the files.
You want me to give it up?
Yeah, you can do, I don't know what you want to do.
For both?
Yeah, whatever you need.
Okay.
Join that room, Officer White.
I'm sorry, sir.
Join the room. Your attorney's waiting on you in there.
Okay.
What are they doing? They gotta have a trial.
Oh. I know it take an awful long time, this short docket. Bro.
It always happens that way.
Yeah.
It's always been my experience that this goes.
Yeah, it's always like that.
I agree. We didn't even jinx it by saying it. It just happened.
So we still have, so Officer Thomas, what we'll do is, well, let me speak with Ms. Leggett. You can turn your audio on, Ms. Leggett.
Here.
So, how old are you, ma'am?
Fine.
I said, how old are you? I'm glad you're fine.
30.
You're 30 years old. How far did you go in school?
GED.
You got a GED.
Mhm.
So your explanation of however brief it was is really gonna kind of fall on deaf ears, because I just can't understand how you leave that place after having tested and you not understand what you're supposed to do as far as reporting and testing. And then if a judge orders you to do something twice a week and you know that, then and you see that the agency, or obviously you've been getting calls and you've been getting colors and things like that, somebody's trying to get in contact with you, then what's the excuse? There's almost, I don't see what you can sit back and how you can make an excuse for not doing it. It just seems like to me you just made a decision that you're just not going to do it. Now, I will say this, I do understand that you're a new mother and congratulations to you. I hope everything, your baby is well. But if this continues and you continue like this, then you're gonna have some time separated from you and that baby. You understand that, ma'am?
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas, Officer Thomas, you have anything else to add?
Your Honor, would you like me to contact Ms. Leggett following the hearing today and have her re-enroll, or are we still waiting to see how we're proceeding once the attorney comes back?
Yes, I don't know. She's gonna have to re-enroll anyway.
All right, well, I can call her this afternoon and speak to her and we'll get her re-enrolled.
Unless the case gets dismissed, then we won't worry about it, but I don't know if that's gonna happen or not.
I can check the ROA.
Okay, we'll do that. And then after that, she's gonna have to re-enroll and she's gonna have to test. And what if I tested you today, ma'am, what would the results be?
Negative.
All right. So you got that, Officer Thomas?
Understood, Your Honor.
All right. There's a continuation of this today. I want Ms. Leggett to test today.
I'll speak to her then, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a excuse for today. I knew that, so.
You say what?
I think she said she needed a ride today.
She's gonna have to find one.
No, I never said I needed a ride. I said I have a doctor's excuse today.
Your doctor's excuse today.
What does that have? What does that have any bearing on what I do, Ms. Leggett?
Nothing at all.
Ms. Leggett, are you indicating that there is a reason that you would not be able to test today?
Yes, that's what I was trying to say.
Okay, could you explain that to the court so that it doesn't look as if you're just not doing what you're ordered to do? If you could explain that, the judge may make a different assessment.
Yes, I have a child appointment today at 3 o'clock.
I didn't hear that.
I have a baby's appointment today at 3 o'clock to get his shots, his first shots.
So do you have proof of that, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
All right, and you're gonna have to get the court proof of that. I'll put my email address in the chat. You can send it to me. Did you get the email address, ma'am?
Did you receive the email address?
Ms. Leggett?
Yes, I sent it over there.
All right, what I got was, Madam Harris, I got, I guess a screenshot of, that says, yes, Sunday to 2:55 PM. It says Sean, somebody's name, same as mine, confirm your appointment. 3 PM, Tuesday, December 21st. Is your son, do you have a son or a daughter?
That's the child. That's the new baby, Sean.
That's your baby's name?
Yes.
How far back will that test go, Mr. Thomas?
With an ETG test for alcohol, it could be up to 10 days.
Okay. So that's what we'll do. We'll order her to do that tomorrow, December 22nd.
Okay.
And I believe Mr. Goss and Officer White are back in the virtual courtroom, Your Honor.
Okay, we're back on the record. Well, we never left the record with Mrs. Leggett. I have both the attorney and the officer back in. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Mr. Goss, what is the people's position?
Your Honor, the people's position is that we're actually requesting an adjournment in this matter to bring in the Officer White's partner in this case.
All right, what is your position, Ms. Harris?
My position would be today's date and time set for trial. All necessary parties should be present, should have been made available for today's hearing. The defense would move to dismiss if the people are not ready to proceed, but I will leave it in the discretion of the court.
All right.
Your Honor, since defense has brought up an issue of identification, and that is the reason why we're asking for the adjournment. Officer White was the lead officer at the scene of the time of this incident, Your Honor.
So Officer White was there, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And if there's an issue of identity, if Officer White was on the scene, what would preclude him from being able to identify the person?
Your Honor, this incident happened over 2 years ago. So it happened June 29th, 2020, Your Honor. Well, a year ago, a year and 6 months ago, Your Honor.
Okay, so.
Your Honor, respectfully,
Go ahead.
it sounds like what we're saying is the officer who was the lead officer doesn't recall the circumstances. We renew a motion to dismiss.
And I'm trying to understand too, Counselor, what difference is this than any other no recollection incident?
Your Honor, my client has recollections of the incident, Your Honor.
So why can't we proceed?
Defense has made a motion, had made information regarding the identification process of it. You know, my officer can attest to the stop and everything that happened during that stop, Your Honor. He hasn't been able to see the defendant's face to be sure of that because she has not turned on her video.
Madam Harris?
And at this point in time, I wouldn't have an issue with her starting her video. Her video has been on several times throughout the hearing. I think just as it has been on throughout the course of the morning. She's been on since 8:30.
All right, now, Miss, leave your video on, Miss Leggett. All right. Now, let's do this again. We have a motion. Well, first of all, the people have asked for a continuation of this trial. We've the case was initiated July 24, 2020 from a stop that from an allegation that was made June 29, 2020. The schedule for arraignment on 8/13/20 at 1:30. It was adjourned on that day, on the 8/13 day. Defendant failed to appear, and adjournment was requested by the court. It was removed from calendar on 8/13/2020. So we have 9/30/2020. Some miscellaneous action, a personal bond was set, defendant failed to appear. On 10/5/2020, a warrant was issued, a warrant notice generated. Then on 10/12/2020, we had some driver's license reinstatement fees assessed. On 10/30/2020, another warrant was requested. On 11/4/2020, a lien second party check done for warrant entry. On 5/31/2021, it was reassigned to me. The warrant was canceled. A warrant cancellation requested on 6/30/2021 at 2:51 p.m. Scheduled for arraignment 7/28/2021. Here's the address had been changed on that day, I guess. Arraignment was held. It was scheduled for pretrial on 8/26/2021. Personal bond set. It was removed from calendar on 7/28/2021. 2021, scheduled for pretrial 8/26/2021. Personal bond set. A virtual hearing was held. That's when I ordered the probation of testing 2 times a week. 8/11/2021, order to show cause generated. Show cause received by court. 8/31. So that's the show cause, Officer Thomas, that you spoke about, which I hadn't gotten anything, and I don't believe we in the court here in the courtroom got anything that related to that. And so 8/23/2021 probation module action scheduled for probation report date, and that was 9/27/2021. I think you spoke of that date as well. No, I didn't write that date down. 8/26/2021 pretrial held, scheduled for trial 12/20/21. Bond continued. All right, notice to appear generated. All right, so today that's the what it's been through so far. And the motion was to continue it. And I also have a motion to dismiss because because you're saying, Counselor, that your client is ready to proceed. Is that correct?
Sure.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so tell me, Counselor, why shouldn't I dismiss this case?
Your Honor, the people are just asking for a little bit more time because one officer is not here, which is Officer Stephen Scott, just to give him an opportunity to be able to make the identification. My client, Officer White, does have a recollection of the events that happened from the time they pulled up until then, until Ms. Leggett went to the hospital.
What's on that line? That's Gutierrez. All right, can we get a sidebar?
Yes,
with,
sir.
Me and the council? I'm gonna see if I can put myself in a breakout room. Yeah, he's got-
I'm thinking he went to breakout room 1. Let's see if
Okay.
he went to breakout room.
I'm assigned to 2.
Do I leave too?
Okay, join.
All right. All right, let's, is that Mr. Gutierrez Castro? All right. we're
Your Honor,
back
I
on the-
never got a breakout room with Miss Leggett.
Okay. She needs to join the room. Okay, open all rooms.
It took him and not me. Thanks.
All right, well, the problem is that when I put myself in that breakout room, I couldn't get myself out. Instead of closing all rooms, I'm gonna try to recreate. All right, there we go. Join that room and talk to the lawyer, Mr. Leggett. All right, on the iPhone, who's that on the iPhone?
It's my name is Rivaldo Lopez Chavez. I'm sorry for my lateness. I thought my court was tomorrow.
All right, get in touch with your attorney, sir. We're gonna give him a new date.
Oh, I got a new date.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you, sir.
all right, thank you.
I thought we were dismissing.
No, that wasn't the right one.
That wasn't him? Oh.
No, he just has to take off. Okay, we're back on the record again. Ms. Harris, what does your client want to do? I know you let her know everything. What's your client want to do?
We've discussed everything fully. My client wishes to move forward with the defense's motion to dismiss.
Anything further, Mr. Goss?
No, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna grant the motion to dismiss, the people, today is the date and time set for a trial, and, it doesn't appear that people are ready to proceed. Ms. Leggett, this is gonna be without prejudice, and, if they write the ticket again, ma'am, it's gonna start over from square one. So you have to be prepared that it could potentially be rewritten, and you'll find yourself starting over from day one again. All right.
Yes.
All right. With that being said, anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor.
Very well. Have a very safe and happy holiday season. If there's nothing further, everybody, you're free to leave.
Just to be clear, Your Honor, I wasn't there for the breakout room conversation. So the Z ticket is closed?
Yes, it's closed, but we still have the other ticket though, that we need to send her a notice on. I forgot about the other ticket.
So the operating with the BAC, that's closed though.
That's closed.
So she does not need to test?
No.
Nope. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. You have a nice day.
Very well. So we need to give her another notice on that other ticket. All right, that's not the no ops ticket. She had another no ops ticket that we called, and we didn't address that. All right, and we'll send her out another notice on that.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.